Hey you, why don't you come over here and take a seat? I'm sure you're full of stories to tell, whereas me, I just come here and reserve a table for moments exactly like these. For this table is reserved. Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. My name is Alex, and I'm here, and I'm queer, and I'm introducing us to the Jar Media Podcast episode.
You missed out then. Your old saying back in like 4 or 5 years ago was, I'm here, I'm queer, get used to it. And you're almost there.
I don't think I invented that, but I will take credit for it. So, I'm your host, Alex. To my right is Jim.
Your boy JB,
and you already heard James over there.
Yeah.
Just chilling with the villains as he does. The show is made possible thanks to Patreon, patreon.com/jarmedia. Thanks to everyone who supported us there, and new people join us every day for the show.
The grown family.
So we got some stuff this week to talk about.
Yeah, there's been quite
You
good
been alright?
things.
Anything happened of note? Finished Red Dead.
Obsidian have been saved. Woo!
saved. They've been thrown onto the Microsoft
No.
sinking
For those who
ship.
don't know, James loves Fallout New Vegas.
I'm a big
developed
Fallout
by
New Vegas fan.
Obsidian, who've been purchased by Microsoft. So
Yeah,
we'll see their new thing in 4 or 5 years probably.
Microsoft Studios at the moment, they're quite good. The main ones they have.
Potentially for the future, yeah.
So now they're adding a lot more companies in, Microsoft is going to have some really good exclusives in the foreseeable future.
For the next console, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Too little, too late.
me and Jim did a video on Red Dead on Jar Media.
Have we actually talked about Red Dead since it came out?
No, we purposefully didn't talk about
purposely
Red
we
Dead,
did talk
and we
about
won't
it.
say anything spoilerific if we do mention it, so don't worry about that. I don't know if you wanted to say anything about it, because you've played, 11 hours or so?
I've played a while of it, done the first chapter, got
Mhm.
into the actual proper game, because it has quite a long starting chapter.
Alex, you were starting it again.
I started it again, yeah.
like 2 days ago or yesterday, I can't remember. And the intro seemed way shorter than I remember.
Mhm.
It's one of those things where the first time you're doing it,
You're so unused to how
Yeah,
the game is.
Yeah,
that
first,
it takes a bit
first you
longer.
haven't played a Red
you
Dead
take
so
it
long.
slower and it feels longer, because you don't know what's coming. Whereas you could probably do it in an hour,
Mm-hmm.
which I suppose for some games is a long time.
It's quite long, yeah.
But
I haven't played the most. I haven't got into the good juicy story bits yet. I'm still getting there.
Mhm.
So I was turned off by the whole camp stuff management, which
Yeah.
it doesn't really exist. They just kind of explain it quite badly
yeah.
for me. But when I've done the shooting stuff, when you're in a big fight, it plays well and it is fun. I just haven't given it enough time, and I should. But
yeah.
You'll
I
do it
will
eventually.
come in.
Didn't you
recommend
look up the story, the ending?
I saw the ending, but nothing in between. You said a lot about it in the group chat, but I have not actually seen anything about
It
that.
won't mean anything without any context
Yeah.
anyway.
I know the very basic part of it, but I don't think even knowing that it's not the impact of the stories losing it. It's still going to be impactful even if I know
I
the
played
ending.
the first Red Dead knowing what happens to the main character.
Yeah,
so,
even I did.
Yeah.
I didn't actually.
Anyway, yeah, if you want more in-depth Red Dead, go into our
Check
Jar
out the
Media video. We went longer probably than this JARCAST will go.
Wasn't it an hour and a half, I think?
Yeah.
Hour and 20
Yeah.
minutes.
We just
yeah.
kept going and going because it's a good game.
It's
a
really good.
awesome game.
My game of the year.
When is it online coming up? Surely it's 2 weeks. Right?
It's rumoured that it's the 28th of November.
28th. Shit, there's some of my car insurance ones out.
So I had a guy show up to my house this week.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about this.
Who was like, "Hi, I'm from the TV license company. I'd like to." No, what did he say? He said, "Have you got a TV license?" I said,
Actually,
"No."
just before we get into that, some Americans might
Oh, of
not
course,
know.
yeah. It's in the UK, you have to own a TV license if
you own a TV.
Not if you own a TV,
It's
but if you
use,
watch.
if
If you have a
like
if you
a
watch
free
Basically,
TV type thing.
if you watch BBC, because
BBC, which
they
is
don't
the
have
British
adverts.
Broadcasting.
Centre or some
Which
shit.
they're paid for by
Yeah, so like Blue Planet, Doctor Who, shows like that. They're all on
Top
BBC.
Gear back
yeah.
in the day. Like that
And
sort of
the
stuff.
biggest appeal of the BBC is that it's got no ads on it. So
But you actually have to pay money
But yeah,
which is the TV
yeah,
license.
there's a license, so there's a yearly fee you're supposed to pay if you have your TV plugged in with one of those aerial cable
Like a
things.
like a Skybox, Freeview box.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that-
Which I do not have.
Yeah.
So
That idea in and of itself, though, is actually quite ahead of its time. It's basically Netflix. Like the same idea, getting TV, no ads, but you just straight up pay.
Yeah, yeah. Like a forced subscription almost.
And
Yeah.
it's not like cheap either. Every year it's
over
quite
100 quid
expensive.
or something.
Yeah, it's like 147 or something
Something
like
like that. But the point was, I don't watch any live TV
No.
or iPlayer or anything like that, so I don't have to pay it.
You don't, isn't it? You don't have to. You just don't. Or do you have to?
You have to online. You've got to go and put in like a form and say why you don't, and if you don't, or whatever.
And then they.
But then randomly, some guy from the government, like I'm an outlaw on the run, comes knocking to my
Pinkertons.
The Pinkertons come knocking on my door and say,
You got some money for me, boy?
yeah, and they ask, do you mind if I come in and check to make sure you're not actually watching? And of course, me being anti-confrontation, knowing that legally I could say, well, actually,
Yeah.
you don't actually have the right to come into my house.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then makes you look 10 times more suspicious.
Yeah, then
Probably.
they can actually get like.
Then you
a
get
warrant
put
or
into
something.
some book. Because of course my granddad,
Yeah.
he's out there in Wales just without, he actually didn't have a TV, and he had one of these
Yeah.
people show up to his house, and he was like, no, you're not coming in. You need a warrant to come into my house. Of course, being all like aggro about it. And then it became this whole odyssey.
Well, he ended up calling the police on this person that kept coming to his house because he said, like, I don't want you on my property. But the guy kept coming back in, like, a van trying to, like, scan for signals of a TV or some shit.
It's like a game. It's like pulling out your fucking
Yeah.
phone to look out where.
It's like,
shit
well,
is.
it's good to know that money's being put to good use then.
It's like...
Targeting one old man who actually doesn't have a TV,
Mhm.
and he's just, you know...
That's what
Being
pissed me off
grumpy.
about it. Like, he said he doesn't have a TV. Where's your proof that he has a TV? Like, why do you keep coming back?
Mhm.
There's got to be some sort of system that's
Yeah.
smarter.
Oh well. But I let him in, and then he comes into my living room. And of course, first thing he sees is the YouTube plaque. He was like, oh, is that one of them YouTube plaques? How many subs is that for? And I was like, oh, here we go. I said it's for 1 million. And he was like, oh, wow. And then like, he just didn't care after that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I gave my spiel of why I don't have a TV license, he was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't have one either. And just left.
he's being paid to do a job where he does. He himself
doesn't even
is just
agree
like
with it.
fucking-
Oh, fair play.
He probably had an alright day because of that. Just having a decent conversation.
Something
with
interesting, I suppose.
What if it was actually a secret IHE fan and didn't work for the BBC?
Just wanted to
just-
come in.
I would.
Yeah,
that is
dox
my
you.
worst nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy who is in my house suddenly like recognizes me.
You know, the worst thing I ever heard about was like a group of YouTubers that lived in the same house. Like some 14-year-old boy turned up, was driven there by his like mum,
Oh really?
and he was like, "Hi, can I have a sleepover at yours?"
Really?
And they're like 25-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "No." And
And of course they're probably like they want to downplay it. They don't want to be rude. It's
yeah,
just a
because
kid.
the kid's mum is right, like in the car.
That's what
It's
makes
like,
it weird.
yeah, why the
would a
fuck?
mother allow that?
I don't know if the kid
There you
was.
go. Go
like-
stay with some 20-year-olds.
Maybe the kid said that they were.
Even so, just random kids. Whatever.
It's fucked
No,
up.
I've talked to plenty of YouTubers who, when they're more forward-facing and all their videos have like their house in and
Mhm.
they show their faces a lot. Plenty of them have had young kids just show up to their house, or slightly older people who should know better.
Yeah.
And they act as if they like know you and that they have a right to sort of. It's a bit much. Like it's different if you're out in the supermarket and someone says, "Hey, is that and they politely approach you and say hello to you.
Yeah.
That's different to knocking on your door. That
like
seems
that
like
level of
an invasion
invasive,
of privacy.
What a lot of like overbearing fans like that don't realize is that the fan has pretty much seen everything you do.
Yeah, it's a one-sided conversation.
So, but the content creator never knows this person even exists, even if they are commenting on every video.
That's why whenever I've interacted with anyone who's recognized us, I'm always asking about them and how they found the video and what they do and stuff, because they already know.
Yeah, exactly.
The basics of about me, if they know me enough to recognize me. So I was in the supermarket the other day, just chilling, just looking around, looking around for some food, some nice yummies. And I had this like revelation moment where it's like, you always like to think you're a bit unique, right?
Yes.
You always like to think you have something going on that other people don't, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wandering over to the meat substitute aisle, as one does, as one early 20-something does, and of course there's someone already standing there. And as I'm walking towards, I'm like, just activate analyze mode, analyze, and see, like, I start at the bottom. Okay, he's wearing Converse. Go up slightly, black skinny jeans. Go up slightly, like the fucking jacket and all.
I was with you in the shop, and it's a good thing I didn't just get in his car and like go home with him,
because it was like, not only
which one's the real you?
Yeah. When you got to the top, he was like, say I was the Charmeleon, he was the Charizard in terms of like the stereotype that I fit into. Yeah. Because he had the like long, raggly hair.
Yeah, and
glasses,
circle glasses,
and one of those hipster hats on as well. So it was a bit of a. Well, there you go. That's my box that I fit in then.
And you do fit.
And not only just in that, but also in the meat substitute aisle.
Yeah.
That is
and the other stereotype is for that kind of person is that they almost look malnourished. They're so skinny. Their legs are so skinny. In their skinny jeans, so it shows it even more. Probably because they're not getting the nutrients they need, or because they don't have the Beltman genes.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying at gym, the Beltmans, we're chunky.
Yeah, we're thick.
We're chunky boys.
Thicker. And then there's like me, but my jeans aren't like skinny. I've got quite bigger jeans, and it's just like.
You do have bigger jeans than me.
I know, fucking
lol.
Wow, real fucking great joke.
Sorry.
But did you notice that guy's girlfriend?
Was she also cut from the same cloth?
She was exactly the same. That's what rocked my world.
So he's not only Charizard, but he's a shiny Charizard.
Yeah.
With ultimate epic gamer girlfriend who probably loves Mac DeMarco as well.
How can you find someone so perfect for you? Like,
I mean, props to him, man.
Yeah.
But then what? They might have known each other for a while, and they might have both gradually merged into becoming.
One probably was influenced by the other. I'm not going to say either way.
So if that's obviously my stereotype, like one step away from being vegan. Like
fucking annoying, like on the streets shouting anti-Trump slogans.
Well, I'm not like that at all.
No,
just for clarification.
You're in the same bracket as
in
those
just
people.
purely on.
There are the circles that overlap.
Yeah,
like the three, and
just in terms of fashion and pop culture stuff, not politics, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So where do you guys?
To be honest, I can't even know where to start with gym. Like, I don't think it actually exists.
Gym seems like a counterculture. Just
well, James is more counterculture than I am.
James is Trevor Phillips proto hipster.
Yeah.
What?
Where you look at people like me and you think, wow, they fit into a fucking box. Fuck them. I'm just gonna do what I want, and by doing that,
okay, you just sum me up in one sentence. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but not as edgy.
There's no way to not be put into a box somehow. Because
Yeah.
unless you like nothing, but then if you don't like anything, then you're in that box of not liking anything.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like,
But being in a box isn't inherently bad.
no, not at all. That's I can't think of the word, but
Mindset,
Even
something that people think is bad, but it's not.
Yeah. Because people, everyone wants to be unique.
Yeah, but it's actually great to be able to connect with someone over something.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
Someone like-minded.
These two people I used to work with at work, obviously at work, not my previous job, but the one before that. This new guy started, and immediately it was just like, I like this, so do I. I like this, so do I.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a great feeling, and that's because we both fit into the same box.
Yeah, exactly.
But my box is definitely Mima Gamer.
Meme gamer.
No, Jim does fit in the Meme Gamer box quite well.
The Fortnite
But you're lucky you don't have the stereotypical gamer look, because the stereotypical gamer look is
It's James.
is not James. I'd say it's slightly overweight, maybe a bit pudgy, not the
Bad
best
sense of
personal hygiene.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad sense of humor.
That's not a look though, is it?
Yeah, true. And no, it does affect your look, because you'll probably be wearing a Stewie from Family Guy t-shirt.
Or
True.
have a mug that says "I stole your sweet roll" on it.
You have a Brian badge.
I'm the next level where it's like the ironic mocking of everything thing that's popular with a certain crowd. Where you're so above everyone because your sense of humor is so ultimate.
So if you fit in that, what's the characters of being Trevor? What is my box? What?
Well, the thing is, you have a harder time liking something that is considered good by everyone.
Yeah. For you, it's a put off when something is really popular. You like being the first one in there.
Nah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, Forza Horizon series gets popular, dumps it. Although you did pick that back up.
You have a
Red Dead,
really
which-
random.
That one specifically, I burned myself out for years.
Yeah, I can
I
can understand that, but then again, Forza 5. How much did you play that?
Too much.
You've got an ultra specific car
Yeah.
that doesn't fit into the normal yobbo thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're modding a really random car.
Okay, do you want to know why it's that car of every car?
Why?
Because nobody else does that to that car.
Yeah, exactly.
That is
Proving our
super
point,
fucking
yeah.
hipster.
Yeah.
I do understand that logic though, with a car specifically.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be brandished as.
You want to make it your vehicle, you know.
Yeah, so you
If that's my thing, why get that Ford and then mod it the same way everyone else has done it?
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
the point?
Yeah, that's in terms of cars.
Especially when that's the whole appeal of the car culture modding thing.
Yeah, so when you go to a car meet, it's not all just the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I don't go to car meets, because most of the time it's the same thing. That's the problem I have with car things. So I don't get involved in any car stuff because it's the same.
Yeah.
It's just repetitive. But besides that, what else is there? Looks, I don't think there's a look to being me in my box.
There's a look to being irreverent though. You literally wear the same beige shorts that are so broken that you hold them together with clips.
Cable ties.
That
Cable
seems
ties.
like laziness more than anything.
Exactly.
It was
irreverence.
Those are good shorts, and I wear them when working on my car. I broke them while working on my car.
You
And
also wear
because-
them on the cast regularly.
Yeah.
That's because that's after I've worked on my car, and it's
Fair enough.
I've just broke my shorts while working on my car. Cable ties are there. It's just keep them up. Cable
Mhm.
tie.
I feel like
I've done that with 2 shorts now. Actually, I've broken up one.
I feel like one of the biggest indicators of this way of organizing people like various animals is hair.
Hair.
All 4 of us, including Ruben, who's not here at the moment, treat the way we deal with our hair differently. So Ruben very regularly goes to the hairdresser,
Yeah.
and it's he needs to be trim and proper. That's his thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas James, it's pure obligation, right?
I don't even pay for it. I literally
Yeah,
go to my
exactly.
sister. It's just if I can do it.
I'm sort of similar with that. And Jim, you just ignore it.
Yeah.
But does that suit our boxes?
I think so.
What's Ruben's box then?
Yeah, of all what is Ruben's box?
Kind of got a bit of everything in there. He's got a bit of the. He's obviously he's a gamer.
He's absolutely
and a
a
memer.
gamer.
He's
in the
gamer and
gamer.
And of the thing
But he's
Jim
got the
said earlier,
fashion bit from the
circles.
hipster thing.
Ruben's is the same as Jim's in that way. It's the circles, but Ruben has a different circle of those three that Jim doesn't have. And I'd say that's like the Jim kind of healthy, kind of active, laddish kind of circle, I guess.
Wait, Jim's in the healthy, laddish.
No, so Ruben is. Jim has like the game.
Why is the word
and
healthy in
Yeah,
there?
why is the word healthy in there?
I'm using it as a way to describe like lads. They go to the gym, they work out, that type of stuff. Healthy is just a word I stuck in there because I'm shit at describing
Okay.
things.
Right.
Like Ruben,
When I think lad, I think piss up.
Ruben out of all of us is the most laddish.
I think that's probably fair to say. Yeah.
He goes out drinking a lot more than us.
Mm-hmm.
He does all that type of stuff. So
Right.
he's like, that's his circle that Jim doesn't have.
What you're saying is that he's more social than us,
He's more, yeah.
which
basically.
definitely is true.
Yeah.
Because Ruben's not here to defend himself, I'm actually going to back him up a little bit.
This isn't making fun of him.
No, but he would not like being called a lad.
No, he would be really angry at me if I called him a lad.
No, but we didn't say he's like he's just in that. We're saying he's got a bit of everything.
I think he's kind of slightly in Jim's box, slightly in another one that's a completely different box.
The thing is, like, Alex and I share boxes.
But it
Retro
doesn't, in that
gamers.
way, it shouldn't be about sharing boxes. It's just having the circles that overlap.
Yes,
We all have-
I mean sharing circles.
Yeah.
Do you
This is
find it
getting
sad
really
that
abstract.
there are people out there who purposefully will not engage in things that they like purely because they think it puts them in a box?
Yeah.
I
Be it
mean,
music or movies or
yeah, no, that is sad. I find the music one the saddest. Because, like, you can listen to something poppy and, like it, but you're like, you force yourself to not listen to it or not like it
Mhm.
because you know it's pop and you don't want to be judged.
yeah. There's a lot of that, especially in like music.
Music, especially because it's so personal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing with music. I don't like. I completely don't care at all with that. I will just listen to the worst shit. Like, I have playlists of just like game pop in my car that I just blast.
But that
whenever.
suits your box.
Yeah, it does. But no, I vaguely remember, especially when I was younger, 17, 18,
Yeah.
being really self-conscious about the music I listened to
Mhm.
more than anything.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I did mention it in another cast recently.
I'm
or
pretty sure
something,
you've mentioned
but
it.
it was
but
really
that
brief,
stuff.
and I think right at the end, so I didn't properly get to go into it. But it was somewhere around the peak where dubstep was really popular.
I remember that
And I
time.
remember sat like doing some design technology work or something, and listening to whatever, I think it was Bangarang by Skrillex, which like I've got a complicated relationship with that song. Because
We watched the music video the other day.
yeah, we did. I don't like the song, but oddly I sort of do a bit. I like elements of it. I like
Yeah.
little bits of it. And at the time, it was like this internal conflict, this
Yeah.
battle within me where it's like, okay, first off, step one, put phone other way around. So if I get like a
Mhm.
notification, no one can see.
I do that now.
But so people can't see what song I'm listening to.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do the same if my headphones are in
Yeah.
and I put my phone down. It will be face down.
Yeah.
Just from a habit from when I was that age.
And also, I also did that as a habit because I would listen to a lot of lame shit.
Like
A lot of like soundtracks from like video games and movies and stuff like that. Stuff that's stereotypically considered lame. Now, of course, I wouldn't care at all. I don't give a shit if you see what I'm listening to. I don't hide what. You know, people like when they're like, "Oh, I gotta show you this song. I'm gonna put my Spotify onto private browsing now, so no one can see that I'm listening to it." For me, I don't give a shit.
No,
Just-
I
if you see that I'm
whatever.
listening to the Sonic soundtrack, whatever. Not that I would. That's one I would never listen to. But yeah.
I found like in school, it's literally like walking through a box factory. Like you can see all people's boxes. Like, so
it's like
clearly.
the production line of people being put into their boxes. Oh. But it's also like a battleground in the middle of a factory. So as your box is being assembled, there's one injunction with you that's got like those big judging eyes that are watching it. So they'll use any weakness they can find in you to try and put you down. Anything that makes you stand out. So if it's like you're listening to some weird dorky song and they see it, oof, that's it. They'll just go in and be like, you're listening to that? Wow.
On this subject, let's talk about bullies for a little bit.
No, I was purposely trying to not talk about bullies, actually.
You pretty much brought it up, but
because you
made them boxes instead.
Okay.
Jar hates bullies. We have an announcement to make.
There's a bully in all of us, though. Like, there's still bullies on this sofa right now.
Yeah. I mean, James, when he's driving, he's the biggest bully of them all.
That's not correct. I've only shouted at someone once, and I don't know why I did.
You've shouted more than once.
No, I haven't. I don't remember. There's only the one time we were leaving Tesco that I was just I just snapped for some reason and just screamed.
You didn't shout at the guy though. You didn't roll down the window.
Yeah, you couldn't hear it.
He was long shout gone. At him.
No, I wouldn't do that because someone not indicating is not worth me harassing them.
There are certain groups that, depending on what's relevant, on what the year is, and blah 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 blah, are sort of hated more than others. So I'd say the vegan hatred, that kind of thing,
that's very powerful.
It's at an all-time high, and the gamer
gamers.
It's weird because a lot of gamers also love making fun of gamers. So
yeah, but a lot of gamers also deserve it.
Yeah, that's the thing with that one. I suppose you could say the same about some vegans going a bit too far. I feel like with the vegans, there are more that are just doing their own thing, not harming anyone, and it's just the odd little one that's making them look.
Yeah.
You know,
meanwhile, as gamers, it's
whereas
50%.
Because there are just so many gamers, so many of them, that all it takes is for 100 of 1,000 to be little cringy children to ruin it.
It's more like 500 though, unless you will.
Yeah, there probably is quite a high percentile chance of a gamer, of a cringy gamer. Yeah, and it's kind of been fermenting for a while now. The cringy gamer.
Is that why you wouldn't call yourself a gamer because of that?
Well, what does one have to be
You're
ultimately defined as a gamer?
I wouldn't say Alex is a gamer.
I feel like gamer is when gaming is your number one source of entertainment.
No.
Why not? What else? What other parameters are there?
So Ben Stiller isn't a gamer?
Well, I don't know what his gaming rituals are like, so... I'll tell you what, though, he's a pretty good voice actor. Madagascar 2, especially. that love triangle is with Moto and Gloria in Madagascar 2 is awesome.
The fact that you remember those type of things.
We were watching Madagascar videos.
I was trying to get Jim on board with the Madagascar love.
Alex still loves Madagascar 3.
No, but Alex has always loved Madagascar. Since even
just 3.
14, it's just
not the original.
I remember we watched the original, and even as kids, we were like, ugh, that was lame. And
I wasn't even a Madagascar 1 defender back then.
No.
And I'm still not to this day. I might be coming around on Madagascar 2, though.
Yeah, that...
That's the one where they get lost on an island.
It's the one with the Will.i.am soundtrack. Been around the world in the pouring rain.
That's always what... Because the third one had a bullshit bit like that as well, with some Katy Perry or Rihanna song.
In the circus.
I've not seen the third one. What happens in the second one?
They go to Africa.
Yeah, they try to escape Madagascar, but the plane crashes
in Africa,
and it happens to be where Alex's dad was or something.
It happens to be where all of their families are, in this one small area.
Okay, then the third one was just in Monaco or something in cars, and
they go to Italy, they go to France. Do they start in Africa? I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit. It's Madagascar. But they're all as shitty as each other.
No.
They're all crap movies. Because as funny as a couple lines the penguins might say are, they always have that bullshit morals. Like, it can't be mental the whole time. They never let it be funny the whole time. It's got to have like, oh, Alex got defeated in battle.
Yeah. We'll be back after these messages.
That's enough talking about Madagascar.
Why?
I'm not a fan of Madagascar. To be honest, I'm not a fan of any animated movie.
Shut
That's
up.
not true.
Yeah, that is complete bullshit.
Unless it's Japanese. Does that not count for some
Okay,
reason?
no. It does count.
They are animated movies.
I know that they do count, but
Your
I'm on about
peach-
the Western, like...
You've just seen shit ones anyway. Probably.
What? Western animated movies?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've seen all the Toy Stories. Seen all the Shreks. Seen the first 2 Madagascar movies.
So, like a ton of shit you're listing right now.
Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. The original one's a good one. I like
so
that
you're
one.
wrong.
Well, I just completely contradicted my own point, so we can move on.
So, we okay with going into the questions?
I'm happy with that.
If you want to leave
No,
your...
we haven't talked about meme chat today.
We haven't. We could just leave it this week. Let it collate for a bit.
Yeah, it's really
It's been
getting repetitive.
whatever.
The
It's a
memes are
mediocre
just-
time for me.
Actually, no. On the subject of Madagascar, the penguin memes are done. The analyze memes, they're gone.
I don't think they are.
Kowalski,
fan.
analyse.
I've seen
No,
a lot
they'll
of them,
still
the
crop
Rainbow
up.
Six ones, and I'm just like, that's not even funny. That's quite bad.
Anyway, this is the part of the show where we answer questions from the community. If you want to leave your own for us to answer, head over to the Jar Media Reddit, and there's a thread at the top for you to ask us anything you want.
The more questions, the merrier.
The more questions, probably the less likely you're going to be.
Yeah, but
Unless
it
it's
gives us
unless it's so epic that people in the community upvote it, and then it gets to the top.
it gives us a nice broth to
Yeah.
soak
It's
ourselves in there.
ramen.
So Dick the Head, a classic reoccurring member, asks, which Lord of the Rings character is James? Everyone may answer this question except for James.
So it's just me specifically.
Eowyn, I reckon.
Who's
Who is
Eowyn?
that?
I'm a big
You
Lord of the
don't know
Rings
who
fan. I've
Eowyn
seen
is?
them like 50 times, but I
Wow.
can't remember.
Are you saying it weirdly? Is it Erwin?
Eowyn, yeah.
Who's he?
She.
Who's she?
Ah.
She's the one who kills, the Radagast the Brown.
She kills him.
I'm joking.
How's it spelled? I'm going to have to Google search.
Eowyn.
Like air.
Spell it phonetically.
Air.
She's the one who conquers the Fortnite.
Is she the one that...
She's in the love triangle with Aragorn.
Yeah, and she goes, I'm no man.
I am no mad.
Me no man.
Awesome moment.
I'd say James is Sauron.
Okay, now that's pushing it a bit far. I'm not that bad.
Sauron in eye form or Sauron in muscle epic form?
Eye form.
James is
He's always
eye
looking
form.
down on
James
me.
is eye form Sauron.
He's always like looking
I don't know
out
if James
for
is
little things
judgmental
running
enough.
around.
Maybe he is a little bit.
I'm not judgmental, ever. I don't judge anyone. I give them a fair chance to show me what they are actually worth.
Okay, but if you had an ultimate ring of power, what would you do with it?
Go invisible.
Would you control the whole world? Or?
No, I wouldn't. I'd
He
probably get rid of
absolutely
it.
would.
I just throw it in the...
James would annihilate all gamers, which is why James is Sauron.
Solid point.
Why can't I think of the white wizard's name?
Gandalf?
No, the white wizard.
Saruman. Sauron.
Sauron.
It's Saruman is the wizard and
Yes.
Sauron's the evil one.
Yeah, it's
Very confusing, J.R.R. Tolkien. Disappointed in you for
yeah.
that.
Try harder next time.
Okay,
You
so...
know what, one of our
I'm
relatives was taught by
Sauron.
J.R.R.
I know.
Tolkien.
Mental.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm an elf and the worst person
I
in the
don't
world.
think you are an elf.
No, I wouldn't be an elf.
You're too
too-
hairy.
They're too rugged.
Yeah, you're too much of a man.
I'd be a dwarf then.
Or
no,
a
because then
bloke.
you're too tall and lanky for it.
Well, if you talk about physical features, there's only one way. It's like man or elf.
Man.
man.
Anyway, we
James-
named your character. Anyway,
he's
Eowyn.
he's Aragon.
Jim, who are you from the Lord of the Rings universe?
I'm.
I swear we've done this
feel like we
before.
have done
I
this
feel like
before.
we have. Yeah, I'm that like fat old hobbit that's like. "Meh." at the start of the first one.
who is grumpy, but when he sees fireworks, he displays a bit of emotion. And then his wife goes, "What are you doing?"
I know we did talk about this because it just changed into what Skyrim characters are we?
Yeah, we can't go down that road.
Okay,
What character's Ruben though? Let's at least do Ruben.
Ruben's Gimli.
Yeah. Okay, Ruben is Gimli. Skektor says, "Will there be another Jarred Cringemas this year? And if so, who is giving the good gifts?" We were talking about this right before we
we've
started
been
recording.
discussing this.
But
for
the thing
quite
is,
some time.
So there are 4 of us. One of us always does good gifts, and the others do like joke gifts. James has done good gifts. Ruben's done good gifts. It's just me and Jimmy.
I'm not looking forward to James' joke gifts. James always takes it that one
He
step.
goes really far.
Yeah,
no,
he goes in.
It's because
I've still got those razors and that shaving foam.
To be fair,
No, I took some of the shaving foam.
I did as well, and I'm still using them. I've still got 3 bottles, and they work. They're fantastic. No, but the thing about mine is,
What did you get me? Those socks? What the fuck was it?
okay, the joke one. Last year I got you the gin. The year before
Suicide
that,
Squad shirt. That was it.
yes, I got you a Suicide Squad shirt.
And there was
and
that
something
epic
else.
moment where 2 of us got Suicide Squad
Yeah.
shirts for each other.
No, it's just the thing about me is I have a fantastic memory for the most insignificant things.
Mm.
So
Like-
you can pull them out your hat at the last minute.
Yeah. Like, what was Ruben's one? I think Ruben got something. Some gift one of you got, which you talked about, like, in the beginning of the year, and I just pulled
Mhm.
out and was just like,
That's smart. That's the best way to do gift giving.
what happened to all those chocolate footballs?
I bin them.
Oh, yeah.
Did you not even eat them?
There were so
might have-
many.
And it's not even nice chocolate. You know that. It's like awful.
Chocolate footballs are shit.
It was
Yeah.
£30 of them, though.
Oh, well, it's worth it for the
And
joke.
people got into a habit of getting me a massive tub of jelly beans
Mm-hmm.
just year after year.
That's too predictable. You have to play it like...
But also, after like the first year, I'm just sick of jelly beans and I never want to see them again. And also, they have those fucking red cinnamon hot flavored ones that's just like, they should only exist in whiskey form, not fucking jelly bean form.
Yours this young to make extra special of my joke gifts.
Great.
Well, I think we decided I'm doing good gifts.
You're doing
this
good
year.
gifts,
So-
and Jim will get out of it every year. For
All the
like
good joke
5.
gifts came from me, though. All the awesome sticking ones.
Hey, my
Look at
ones.
this over here. You've got Cyclops, you've got Pigman.
SpongeBob.
To be fair,
SpongeBob.
I wasn't actually here that year, and the year before, my joke gifts were pretty good. The Suicide Squad shirt, the balls,
Yeah,
the
true,
shaving
true.
foam.
So, yes, the answer is yes.
We're gonna make it extra special though. We're gonna do some more stuff. Maybe.
Oh no. Kiwi Crumble says, Lego have now announced an Overwatch set theme with minifigs and sets of all the characters and a bunch of random locations. What existing piece of media or culture would frustrate you the most if it became Lego? Probably Overwatch. That did genuinely piss me off. We did have that Overwatch rant last week,
Yeah.
for which you pissed some people off, James, with your
Did I
bullshit
really?
assessment. Yeah.
What did I say?
Because I was like, right, this is my really hyper-specific complaint about Overwatch. I'm not going to talk about mechanics, because not that familiar with them. And then you go in and start talking about the mechanics and piss people off.
Hey, I played that game to level 60 solo, which as you play as with people, you level up like triple as fast. I played the game a fucking lot, and the gameplay's fucking bollocks. It's like full level 76 tier.
Let's not go back into that.
I would, flipping the question on its head, I would really like to see some Fallout 76 Lego.
No, that would actually be genuinely epic though.
Yeah, it would actually. It would be a fun theme, but too adult creepy for Lego. That's what I don't
True.
get, because Overwatch I just associate with porn.
Yeah.
So having like Lego versions, now there's probably going to be Lego Overwatch porn, like another layer to it, which might be kind of epic and awesome,
Yeah. Might.
done correctly.
I don't think there's anything media-wise that I love so much. That
Okay,
I would.
seeing Lego Fortnite, would that annoy you?
Yeah.
I'd
No.
be more annoyed by Lego PUBG.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but like,
No, but no,
It's too war-y.
Lego
yeah, it doesn't make
PUBG would
sense.
be so much so easy to make because they've already got all the
They
sets,
wouldn't
like
do it though,
military
it's too
sets.
militaristic.
Yeah.
But where I could see Lego Fortnite, you can see a
Yeah.
Lego minifigure of that bear. You could see a Lego minifigure of that bear.
What would piss me off is Lego Ice Climbers.
Holy fuck. Me and Jim played Ice Climbers last night. That game.
It
Sucks.
so bad.
That game fucking sucks. Like playing as them in Smash, but holy fuck are they shit in that game. Their original game. The one game that ever existed because it sucks so much.
I don't think there's nothing. There's nothing. What do I like so much that I get upset?
Well,
If it was
no,
Lego.
if you like it loads, then you're gonna like that it's Lego.
Well, no, but isn't the
No,
question?
it has to be something that would like really annoy you if you
Yeah.
saw.
Okay, what do I hate so much?
How about like a really detailed Lego set of a car that you think really stinks?
No, because all the Lego sets of the car stuff, the Technic, like Lego stuff, I think they're really cool. They're really interesting.
No, I'm saying if there's like
What if it's a really lame
car that you think really sucks and is lame.
But I wouldn't, because then it's in.
Okay,
like,
fuck you then.
if there was
They've
like a
already done
Fallout
Minecraft
New
Lego.
Vegas Lego, I'd be like, I'd buy that fucking shit quick.
Like meme Lego. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
okay,
you
yeah,
build
that-
your own
that.
troll
Troll
face, stuff
face
like
and-
that.
Did you notice in the Dosa place,
Mm-hmm.
we don't take American Express?
Yeah, meme. Yeah.
That's a bad one.
Lovely place though.
Got a pretty interesting sort of philosophical moral question here.
Oh shit, here we go.
No, it's not really. Futuristic Bagel says, would you be homeless for 1 year for 5 million quid? I feel like that's easy, right? You just say yes.
Yeah, but what's gonna happen in that year? What are you gonna
Well,
have
what
to
do you
do to
consider
get by?
homeless, actually? Because there is what everyone knows as homeless is, living rough, sleeping out on the street.
Well, how about, yeah.
But there is some situations where people are homeless, but they're not that level of homeless.
The country isn't specified is the important thing. Imagine being homeless, somewhere where it would be really awful. Because you can...
Brazil, for example, being
Yes,
homeless there.
yeah.
What if you were homeless just on a tropical island though, where nobody else is there, and you just eat crab and crayfish?
We'd all die.
Technically,
No.
that would be homeless. If you don't live in your home, you're
Yeah.
homeless.
That's the thing though.
I feel like most people could make being homeless work for 1 year for that amount of money.
Well, yeah. If you think there's a lot, because I sometimes watch car videos. There's a lot of stuff about people living in their cars. They're like that's homeless, but they have like showers and toilets in their cars. I could live,
I feel like that doesn't count though if you have those resources available.
but it's still.
You gotta like shit on the street or in a really gross public toilet.
Is that the level we're talking about being homeless?
Yeah, like no indoors.
As in you have
I reckon
nothing.
it would be doable. And you just like do some Fortnite dances on the street to get some money to buy yourself a.
So you can buy
Big
yourself
Mac.
a Switch so you can play Fortnite on the go.
Yeah, you're allowed to have a Switch when you're homeless. Is that allowed?
It would be the worst year of your life. I would.
Yeah, followed by the best
Life.
life. Yeah,
It might ground you a little bit.
yeah,
Make
that
you
as well.
appreciate some things.
No, but then-
before you're given that huge amount of money,
To literally, you'll
then you might be
spend
like, right, I'm
instantly.
gonna go give to all these homeless charities. Gonna once a week go into a soup kitchen, stuff like that.
I'll do that, but first I'd go buy every Mazda RX-7 on eBay. All of them. That's what I do.
Mr. Orange 364 says thoughts on the Joker movie coming out, but I need to elaborate on that because there are actually 2 Joker movies coming out. So get
What?
it fucking right.
Really?
If I have my information correctly, there are 2 movies with the Joker in. With the
One
Joker,
of them-
the Joker's being played by different actors.
Yeah,
one
but
being
is-
Joaquin Phoenix and the other one being Jared Leto.
Is one a
reprising.
Joker movie and one like a Batman movie, or are they both Joker movies?
I want to say they're both actually Joker movies. Although I
Oh.
might be wrong on the Jared Leto one. I know for a fact the Joaquin Phoenix one is a standalone Joker
What
movie.
was the last movie he was in?
Joaquin?
Yeah. I only remember one role that it was
Oh,
in.
he was in that film this year I haven't seen yet that I've been meaning to.
He was in Gladiator, wasn't he, though?
Yeah, he was in Gladiator.
that's
what
yeah,
he's
he
pulling
went
down
like
from.
this.
He was also in Her, stuff like that.
That was a good one. That really good movie.
Obviously, bad idea, right?
Yeah, it.
Standalone superhero movies based off vague villains has not been. Like,
It
we've got
looks
the Punisher
lame, though.
movies, all lame. Venom recently, obviously, total dog shit.
Incredibly successful.
But like, is Batman gonna be referenced? Is
That's
is it one of those confusing
Jim,
things again?
only a few months ago we were saying, how could a Venom work without Spider-Man? And we got proved wrong. it was truly awesome.
Exactly. It's the exact same case where this character, even like in the comics and stuff, I'm pretty sure they suggest that he probably wouldn't even exist if Batman wasn't doing his thing. It's
Isn't that the whole like?
It's
point
his
of it?
only motivation. He doesn't give a shit about making money or whatever.
And it also kind of defeats the point of the character without there being any mystery behind him.
Well, he's like overthrowing the government in this one.
And look, like the way Venom kind of makes you, or tries to make you sympathize with the character and kind of explain that there's more to him than him just being a villain. They're obviously going to try and he's going to have a tragic backstory where his daughter gets killed or his wife dies or some shit like that. And it's just like, wow, how to make a potentially really interesting character super lame and boring.
Well, they're just going to use the backstory from
The Killing Joke.
The Killing Joke, yeah. Which I can't. Does his wife die?
Yeah,
because his wife is pregnant.
From memory, he does have some kind of family.
Yeah, he has a wife that's pregnant.
Isn't he addicted to gambling or some shit? Right, and because he's in trouble with the mafia or something like that, some kind of crime.
Well, he does a
gang.
job for some crime dudes, and it goes wrong. Right,
and then he falls into a vat of paint, and then he becomes Joker.
Yeah, he becomes perma-clown.
Beans on Toad replied to that saying, Alex kind of is the Joker if you think about it. I certainly am pretty damaged.
Is the Joker a gamer?
If he was born in 2018, the Joker would be a gamer. His anger from Fortnite
Well, surely
He
he
would
wouldn't
inspire him to
because
become the
if
Joker.
he was born in 2018, he wouldn't be like he'd be.
Well, he'd
fucking-
grow up to be a gamer.
He would.
as
you
well
think
as
Fortnite's going to be gone when he's 8? 8-year-old
Well,
gamer,
yes.
2026
Alex, that's like 8 years away.
Joker.
8 years away, Alex.
2026 Joker. He's given his Nintendo Switch for his birthday because they'll just be giving him out by then. Fortnite Mobile, whatever. Even with some V-Bucks thrown in. Gets the clown skin. It's all over.
With that one other player that's playing it at that time.
Poofart99 says, what is the most you've ever eaten in one sitting? P.S. Cookie equals cakes. But you used the emoji, so it was emoji cookie, then the equal sign.
Cookie
emoji
equals
cake.
cookie. Anyway.
Mama?
To be honest, I don't know.
What was the question?
It's quite a
Most you've ever eaten. You did eat a fuck ton yesterday.
Jim always
You ate
eats
a dosa. You ate some boiled vegetables and some meat substitute with gravy.
Yeah.
You went to Casper's. You got a waffle
I had the
and a
squid as well.
milkshake and a squid.
I didn't
And
have a squid. I had some squid.
because our mother joined us at Casper's because it was like our family from up north came down, so the whole family went to Casper's.
Do you know what was weird?
Okay, what was weird?
We were sat in that Casper's, and I heard someone yell, "Jamie," and I was like,
Whoa.
because
One of the-
I was really
maybe
worried.
someone from the Jarmy saw you.
That's what I was- that's what I was terrified of.
That would have been the best time too, where we're there with our mum and dad
Yeah.
and a couple of relatives from up north.
It would have been awful.
Well, because we talk about Casper's quite a lot, I feel.
We do go there quite a bit. We're a bit.
Way more often than we should, but we hadn't been for a while.
Yeah.
True.
You guys.
But we're going
you
to be
guys
going
are-
2 days in a row, so.
You guys broke the addiction. Meanwhile, I've still been going regularly. Last time I went. Oh yeah, if we do go today, I can't go in because it's still fucking awkward from last week. Like, oh shit.
Nah, they don't give a crap.
Yeah, they don't even look at you in the eyes. They don't know what
He
you look
looked
like.
me in the eyes as my face was covered in chocolate in someone else's meal. It's a bit like, fuck.
Point is, Jim did eat a lot yesterday, and he's been farting like a little fart soldier.
Yeah, I might need to do a third poo of the day.
Jim, you get them out now so that then you don't have to do
Yeah,
it later while we're
I-
playing Siege.
It's strange because I can take so much food. I should be enormous. You know, I
We've
feel
just
like
got that beautiful Beltman metabolism.
I wish
We
I
got
could. I
the-
could eat like Jim does because I would not be this fucking thin.
Well, you might be if you had his metabolism.
No, I do gain weight. That's a fact.
Yeah, but say you were a 45-year-old woman or man,
Yeah.
and you ate the exact
You'd be
same
dead.
way,
You wouldn't wake up the next day.
you'd wake up looking like that woman with that 80-centimeter ass, 80-inch ass. Sorry. You seen this woman?
Is that a picture you
I've
posted?
seen it ages ago.
No, I can't
it's
remember.
it's on that show with the best guy ever. What's that guy called with the white hair? And Holly Willoughby.
Some British.
Oh,
Show.
fuck.
I love that dude.
I know who it is. I can't remember his name.
He's like the ultimate 40-year-old mums just fucking love him.
What's his name?
Well, I'm a 40-year-old mum then. I genuinely have the biggest crush on that dude.
I don't know what his name is. He
I
has a
don't know.
really recognizable name, and I don't know it.
Is it called Good Morning?
Good morning, yes.
Is it called Good Morning? I thought it was something to do with breakfast. I never watch anything with him in, but whenever I see him, he just
He's in adverts recently where the joke is he's in it, and he's like a big deal.
He's like a
It's
car
not Good
advert
Morning,
or an
'cause
insurance
that-
advert.
You sure? I'm pretty sure it is.
Good Morning Britain?
Yeah, no, maybe.
Is it something to do with breakfast?
Something to do with breakfast.
Yeah.
I'll just search hot TV show host. Nah, fuck it.
That'll fucking get. He'll definitely be the first result.
Anyway, Berry Boy 8 asks, how do you think religion will adapt for space exploration / colonialization? Sorry, colonization, not colonialization. Misread.
The Christianity is going to turn into that weird religion from Dead Space.
That is a creepy, awesome idea. Creepy / awesome concept. I think it all depends on if anything were to change in terms of discovery, like discovering other life out there.
That would change it.
Like significant life. Like we find a little, piglet thing, and it's like, there is life. There is tangible life that we're like. Everyone's just passing around this piglet, looking at it, analyzing it 24/7, all over, spinning it around, making it scream. That's proof that there's life. You hand it to the Pope, and he's like, "Well, fuck it. Guess there is life." That's when things get serious.
Why?
Because anything that contradicts religious texts or whatever.
Yeah, but things already do.
That's
loads of
a
things
big one.
already
That's
do.
a big one though.
Yeah, but no matter what it is, they'll just go, no, yeah, but it didn't mean that. and that's it.
Yeah, they'll
You
just
can't
adjust,
defeat
they'll
it.
take out the bits that they don't like. that
Well,
doesn't
I
work.
mean, fossils proves everything that every religious text has said.
No, but they've
Wrong.
adapted it, Jim.
Yeah, and they're just like, yeah, but no. And that's their
No, but come on.
yeah.
God planted those there. to
Yeah,
make you
the
doubt
devil
us.
put them there to make
There
you
is
not
any
like
way
to God.
it would
There is
be-
any way to spin it, but it will get to a point where it's like we're so fucking ultimate, right? Where we have like mechanical bodies, and we have wings. We can just fly now. Aliens exist. We're just coexisting with
I
them.
think if aliens came down and they were like, we made you. And
Then
they're like,
everyone would just worship them. I'd worship them.
yeah.
I'd be like, well, you're real.
No,
I
but
can
like
shake your
to
hand.
prove that the religious people are wrong, they're like, look, I can make one right now. He just goes like, and pulls out a little baby. He's like, see?
It would more likely be like, God, that would suck, wouldn't it? In a way.
What if I'd be cool with that.
The mystery of the greatest mystery of humanity is like an alien lands and they're just like this primitive life form just going around going and then they take a shit and it's a human.
Yeah.
It probably
We're a
is something like that
byproduct.
as well. Like there's just like this race of creatures. They go planet to planet, just probably just eating grass or something boring like that, drinking water maybe.
Yeah.
They just get some energy, do a big plop, and from that plop,
It causes a reaction and then
Yeah.
something.
it probably is something like as bullshitty
No,
as
but
that.
surely, if there was like life forms out there, loads of different things, surely there will
But
be.
think about how vast it is.
It
Let's
might be
just
so
say-
vast.
Just say Earth was a pit stop on the way to actual awesome planet, really far away. And once they're at awesome epic planet, they just don't need anything anymore.
But surely, if there's life out there will be a massive galactic war, like Mass Effect level, where like shit's going down.
What if?
No, but the universe might end or at least our world might end before we even have the technology to go far
Yeah, what if
away.
their technology is simply so freaking epic?
Or they don't have technology. Like,
They could be behind us.
yeah, I mean, the likelihood is there are ones in front and behind.
But yeah, if a species is intelligent enough to be able to do things such as explore other planets with ease, as if it's just like going down the street, interacting with ants is not going to be at the top of their agenda, is it?
No. But the thing is, the universe is so vast. Like, we tend to think in terms of just our galaxy.
Because we can somewhat break it down into a chunk.
There's so much shit in that galaxy, we can't even get our heads around that. But then we're just a galaxy in a sea of galaxies. Like, it's just endless.
And somewhere in there are the Guardians.
Of said galaxy? Of our galaxy?
Probably. Baby Groot just out there. Baby Groot shitting out humans.
That would piss me off.
If it came down, the doors open, just gas.
And Michael
steam.
Jackson playing.
There's that steam covering the figure that's coming through, the shadow of the figure. Out it comes. You just hear a booming, I am Groot.
And then A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
That'd be kind of epic, though.
No, I'd kill myself. I'd cringe into oblivion and be like, no!
Your boy 08 says, I recently saw Bohemian Rhapsody, and it really got me thinking. You know how in the 60s, 70s, 80s, we had these huge bands that everyone loved, like the Beatles, Queen, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, Dire Straits, etc. Today there's no such thing. Popular music artists change so much and don't have the everyone loves it appeal. Will we ever have one of those huge bands again?
Okay, stop.
First of all, not everybody loved them.
Exactly. We don't know that. We weren't from that time.
Yeah.
They're the ones that I guess have stood the test of time.
There would have been Alex's, there would have been James's who would have just had their own box and like thing.
But maybe me back then would have been like, nah, you know? I'm saying...
So you're implying that there are bands existing now that in 40 years' time are going to be as freaking epic as some of those?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's quite the same. I think it's slightly different.
Why now there is those people?
My point, though, is that, like, if someone was 30 when the Beatles was first getting popular, they'd probably be like, this is lame.
Because they would have been, like, 10 in 1940, so...
Yeah.
So the shit they'd be listening to would be, like, the lamest shit.
Yeah.
But the Beatles would be too new and scary for them.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel
so
like
everyone didn't like them.
Exactly.
Think about the huge revolutions in music that came with each one of those decades, right? New sounds, new experimental shit that we just haven't heard before.
It feels like from the 50s, I think, music just completely changed. And do you know why that is?
That rapid, like, just with, you know, technology, creative minds, a lot of drugs, probably.
It's because young people had money after World War II.
I guess.
So they had to... I watched, like, a whole informative documentary on this subject. That's why, like, Elvis was super popular. Because they started making things aimed for younger audiences. So all of that stuff was the same.
I think that period, like, even everything...
It was made to be, like, fast-paced and, like...
But we've kind of reached saturation point in terms of you make a new band, chances are, because of how much music exists, it's going to sound like... little bits of it are going to sound familiar in one way or another, you know? So no matter how big a new boy band is or anything like that, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And we just have way more choice, you know?
Yeah.
Like when Elvis was as big as he was, I mean...
He was all there on the radio. That sounded like that.
Yeah.
No,
you didn't have mobile phones where you can listen to and choose anything you could ever want.
Yeah, I don't think bands are going to be remembered in the same way. Like, I don't think Drake is going to stand the test of time.
No, not at all. In 10 years' time, maybe a bit longer.
But I think in
He'll be
that case,
equally
it's
lame.
because there'll be people who do the same thing as him that will replace him, and they'll be popular at that time, and it'll just constantly cycle out.
Yeah, I think that rounds up the show then, fellas.
I believe so.
Well, basically, I'd rather. Goodbye.
He does this every time.
Yeah, he can't help himself.
I was going to say something about the
Thanks for supporting us on Patreon and that lot, and we'll see you on the next episode. I would have just been able to sneak in if James hadn't fucking ruined it. Don't worry, Sandy's on the screen. We'll be alright.